Hello and welcome to another build video. This is the second part of the downhill living lot. The first part was the caravans, and this is a simple apartment building. The idea was to build apartments which look like those apartments in Los Angeles for lower income or mid-range families. It has like a bit of a motel vibe with a closed off walk-in balcony, and it has that specific sandy colored stucco. I wanted it to be very plain, and in the beginning I thought somehow I misremembered that the apartment buildings can have up to 8 units, but they can only have up to 6, so you'll see me rearrange the second floor plan. I wanted the two different floors be inaccessible from each other, so you have to go up the stairs from the outside to get to the second floor. And now I'm adding like these walk-in balconies, which I was placing specifically for the second floor apartments. But I furnished the first floor apartments first, and that's when I realized that you can only have 6 apartments. So there's 2 apartments in the bottom floor, and there's like a shared space which looks a bit dated and based on 70s, which has an entertainment room, a library, and a gym, like a communal space. I took inspiration from like university housing, where you can have communal living. And now we're just trying different stuccos. I think I land on something, yeah, one of these ones, this kind of sandy color. It's based on like 70s or 60s, and it's been renovated, but still keeps its simple shape, and it looks modern enough. And now we're just adjusting the entrance of the stairs, and it has this platform underneath, so it's a 2-layer staircase. And we're going into the inside. This is the first floor. This is the layout of the first apartment. The first apartment is the smaller one, and this is the second apartment. I wanted both of the apartments to have like this walk-in corridor to feel like it is more a closed off layout compared to most modern builds. And the first apartment has 2 bedrooms and the second one has 3. I think both of the apartments have 2 bathrooms each, and I thought that I could use these green windows because I thought that they looked like a nice accent. But the problem with them was that the ones from the university, the ones with beige shutters, have green inside as well, and if I wanted to use them on the whole building, that meant that I would have to incorporate that green in each apartment design, the interior design, so I decided to go against it. And this is me just trying to rearrange the small balconies to fit the rooms better. And the whole color scheme of the windows and doors is gonna change. We go with these beigeish grays in the end, so I don't have to make every single interior fit green inside. But I do keep a single door that's green and black color. I actually really like that door. It looks really like an apartment door, which is rare for the ones that we have in the game. And just putting some trims around the place to make sure that everything looks finished. Because it's such a simple building, it's hard to make it look not like a simple box. So these trims, they make a whole lot of difference. And because I went for a flat roof, I needed something to cover it, and I went with these large tiles. I used the same ones on the platform in the front and in the balcony. And I rarely use these glass like coverings, but in this case it worked. It looked more modern. And we have this distressed mailbox as well for the apartments. The color scheme is very beige from the inside, but on the inside I wanted to give it more personality, so you'll see that we go for a bit more interesting color schemes. And I really like that lantern lamp. If it had more swatches I would use it more. I like how it lights up the room. It's like a warm and inviting light. And here we are recoloring all the windows and doors. And we're moving to the first apartment. And I rarely use this greenish, like this is sage green tile. So we're using this sage green tile with gray walls. And at first it reminded me a bit of a hospital kind of vibe. This very modern and very clean. And the light wood as well. But then it turned out fine. So I specifically wanted the appliances and the cabinets to be not the best looking, because I wanted the place to look a bit cheap, but like it has been done well with the money that they had. And we have this beige kitchen with white cabinets. So I never use this kind of beige counters. I feel like they look dirty by default. But in this case, with the white cabinets and the white appliances, it looked okay. And we have this tiny 4-seater table, because this space is also a living room. And this surprised me because I actually really like how the living room turned out. It has this green, like sage green and purple vibe. And I know it's frustrating that the table and the TV stand do not match in wood, but I think this mismatch, it makes it look cheaper and more lived in. And I use these Seasons couches, which most of the swatches of these are quite loud and it's hard to use them, but this purple, this Bordeaux color, it looks really cool. And the rug had the perfect like matching trim, so it's green with the same color trim as the couch. And I go with a bit of a mismatch of furniture. This is one of my most used coffee tables from, I think it's from City Living or Get Famous, I don't remember. I wanted it to feel like it has that kind of mid-century, not wood, but wood plank furniture, where the wood would be pressed and the top feels a bit like plasticky. That's what I wanted the furniture to look like. And we have a desk, because in every apartment I need a computer, so it has a small desk in the corner, against the window, sorry. And just the place doubles as an office as well. And we cover all the windows specifically because most of the windows go to the caravan park, so it would be easy snooping. There wasn't. This is just for realism reasons. And I'm sorry that I used the table from the bed stuff pack. I forget what it's called. It actually is very simple and modern, so I can use it. And I decided that this place also has a cat, and I put the bowl on the counter. I rarely do that, but I like the realism of that. And we're moving on to the 2 bedrooms. The larger one is the kids' room and the small one is the master bedroom. I wish to use some of the louder wallpapers, and in the end I still change it. And we're moving on to the bedroom, which has this I think this bed comes with the school pack, and most of the swatches are very teenage fitting, but this looks like an older bed that you could inherit from your family and just change the bedding. So I went with that, and it also has the same color scheme as the living room, like this greenish, leaning greenish, maybe a bit more mint than sage, and that purple burgundy color. And it looks really calm in that bedroom. In the children's bedroom, the problem is when like building a children's bedroom like this with 2 single beds, I want to have like matching beds, but also most of the beds, if you take 2 different beds from different sets, it's hard to match them. And these 2 also a bit frustrated about the different wood colors. The one has blue and one has dark brown. I wish there were more matching swatches. Actually, I wish that we had the Sims 2 type of system where you can change the bed frame separately from the duvet cover. And I changed the wall from this purple, though I really like the purple. I should try and use it somewhere else another time. I gave both of the kids desks just for doing homework and stuff. They don't have a computer in their room, I don't think. And I used this mirror that looks very intricate from City Living. I like it when it's not in the loudest colors. The loudest swatches are hard to use. Partly it's specific for that, for like that eccentric look, but I couldn't find how to use the others. And this is the color scheme that I went with in the end. Like this, I think it might be even the same color as the bedroom, the burgundy wall, and I went with a more bold blue color on the side wall, and then the purple one, the purple hexagon wallpaper. And here I struggle with whatever to put above the desk, and we go with the bohemian looking like painting set from Movie Hangout maybe. For kids' bedrooms I want it to look a bit messy and a bit eccentric, like they see a thing and they want to buy it, doesn't matter if it suits their room. And I used more of the My First Pet stuff, right? It's called. I think both of the seatings are from that. And we have like more fun bookcases, and we have the salt lamp, and I did not forget the night lights because it's annoying with the monsters if you have not growing together, the Parenthood pack, stuff, game pack, right? And I went with a bolder colored curtain, which I never use. This was the first time I used it, I think. And we're moving to the bathroom. Don't get frustrated, but the second bathroom, I forgot about it whilst furnishing the first apartment. So it's gonna be furnished in the end of after I furnished the second apartment. But The color scheme of this bathroom was taken from the tiles, like the tiles had those white squares, so I thought that matching that pale blue tile with a white wall looked good. It looks very clean, though I imagined the walls would get so dirty. And this is the walk-in. I wanted it to have a closet, and now that I watched the footage, I think I would have preferred the... Oh, I changed the wardrobe entirely. I thought I would have preferred the blue swatch, but that one actually looks better because it's slimmer and there's not much space in there. And I used this... Did I use? Yeah, I used the cloud light. I was searching for it actually. The second apartment has 3 bedrooms, as I mentioned before, and it has a toddler's bedroom and I think I want an older parent to live in one of the bedrooms, and like a grandma or grandpa to live in one of the bedrooms, parents, and then a toddler. Yeah, and the color scheme of this one is very yellowish and brownish. And this also more 70s style. And I used these Parenthood tiles, like splashback tiles. I liked the matching like browns, like those more 70s browns and yellows, because the wallpaper elsewhere is yellow. And I don't remember the last time I used this kind of color counters. This kitchen, it looks much older than the one in the other apartment, but it also looks more expensive. And I have a problem with the cabinets that come with this set. I really don't like how all of the cabinet glass is tinted so blue. It looks worse than it should. I would love it to be like grayish. Then it like, I get that over time the glass like is not as see-through anymore, but the green, like that very greenish blue tint, it just throws everything off. And we're just cluttering the kitchen a bit. I gave them the popcorn machine because I rarely use it, and I used the movie hangout stuff anyway before with the painting, so I decided that I should use that because I rarely use the more interesting appliances. And because the living room was so large in here, I used cabinets as my TV stand, and you can see the color scheme is more light than the other, more light and less modern than the other apartment, where we have all like beige furniture, because I imagine that this was used then and when the apartment was first furnished, and they just kept it the same. I am sorry if you hear any noises. My cat just decided that she wishes to join the conversation. So if you hear anything, it's her. And did I use this floral wallpaper? I think I did, and I actually really like the use of it here, because the only place I imagine it is in like a grandma's bedroom, so this is very out of character for me to use it in the living room. but it suits the place. And this place has a larger table, it holds more people, but the space is more open than I think the first apartment. I now realize that we don't have a bar in the kitchen, and I maybe would have put a bar instead of that island, just to make more use of space. And we're moving on to one of the, no, not the bedrooms. This also has a nook for a computer by the kitchen, just because I had an empty space there and I didn't know what to do with it. So because this place doesn't have a closed off office, I thought that this was the perfect place for it. And this is one of the main bedrooms. There are two. It doesn't look like any of them are the master. Like both of them are similar size, I think. And they both are like light colored. This one is more like brown and yellow based. The other one has a kind of a moss green theme to it. And I really like the checkered wallpaper. It looks very cozy. So we have just a few necessities. I didn't want to overcrowd the bedrooms. And this is the toddler's bedroom. I wanted it to have like this nature theme. It has this light greenish wallpaper with brown walls. And I didn't do carpet because I like hardwood more. Though I usually use carpet in like children's bedrooms and toddlers' bedrooms just because I feel it would be cozier. But in this case I really liked how that rug with mountains matched. The colors can really pull together. And we have the cardboard dollhouse, because even though this place is more expensive, I still don't imagine it being this being a very wealthy family. And we're just finishing with a few touches on the toddler's bedroom. Just a few toys, and I always like to place a sitting area, in the toddler's bedrooms, just because they eat, and they eat on like sofas and so on. So unless they have a place to sit, they walk to the furthest corners. Yeah, and we're moving on to the last bedroom. Yeah, and the whole color scheme was based on this bed. I actually wish I had that duvet color in real life. This is one of my favorite colors, that kind of mossy green. It screams of nature. So between this and the other bedroom, I think maybe this is more grandma style or grandpa style. It has this, maybe not the furniture itself, but the swatches of the wood and the wardrobe. It just feels more like it. And now we're furnishing the entry. It has the walk-in closet and just some essentials, and the clutter from the mail and key place, like key shelf from the clutter kit, I think it is. And just a hanging plant above the armchair. I like to put seating in like entries as well, because I think that when you're putting on your shoes you want somewhere to sit. And then the second, is this the second bathroom or the first bathroom of this apartment? Now I'm lost. It has this a bit of Mediterranean feel about it, and I feel like that is, the color scheme is quite 70s. The appliances may be more recent, and it has the potty for the toddler as well. Yeah, this is the first bedroom. So this kind of feels like an ensuite, and the main bedroom because it has an ensuite, but both of them are similar size. And this has this mint color scheme. I don't like to match the bathrooms ever, even in the same apartments, because I feel like in reality no one matches their two bathrooms, and we're just assigning the rooms to the correct places. And this is when I realized that I didn't do the bathroom, so we're coming back to the ensuite, to the kids room. And I feel like an ensuite to the kids room is more important, even maybe, because like they have to get ready to school and so on, like showers and everything, so it gets more use when two kids live there. And I gave them the Void Critters towels, just because it's the kids' bedroom, it can have more color. And it also just in general has more color. It is purple and has a like teal shower curtain. And I just renamed the units, and we're now gonna move on to the second floor. Yeah, this is after I realized that these are not gonna be apartments, so we turned them into like 3 functional spaces. The first one has very heavy theming. It is themed after like 80s arcades. It's gonna have a very loud color scheme, and it's gonna be dark. So this is the entertainment room. It has a small kitchenette, and it will have a few tables for people to sit in. I think this place would be used by both the apartment, the people living in the apartment, and the ones that live in the caravans, just for community space during like rain and so on, because the outside barbecue stuff, it wouldn't be used when there's bad weather. And this place has a large screen, and it has a gaming console as well, so it's just a lounge area where specifically like children can hang out also. It's fun, and it has this larger sofa and a lot of seating in like booth. I wanted it to be a bit mismatched as well, like over time they bought new seating areas. So we have this kind of lounge part, then we have the kitchenette part, and we will have some games. So a foosball table and a ping pong table. And I use that loud painting because I never use it, so it was a place where it brightened the room a bit because it was so purple and blue. So we have the entertainment area, and now we're moving on to the library, I think. Yeah. The library has this green carpet and white walls, so I wanted it to have that a bit of an older feel with the carpet, but the white walls would show that it has been renovated. And it has these basic bookshelves all around the place, and the double doors lead to the gym. It also has 3 desks and I think a single computer, or maybe all of them have computers. No, I don't remember correctly. No, 2 of them have computers and one is empty, and the middle has this kind of more public seating area. It's just 2 dining tables side by side with a lot of chairs, just like a smaller version of a library. And it has a few couches for more like cozy seating, just the cheaper base game couches. And then we have the gym, which has this darker blue carpet with a bit of bolder blue colors in it. I felt like it was modern enough, but also it gave off that older feeling as well. And it has a few machines of each, and I think a boxing thing, and a few yoga mats, just in case you wanna practice wellness as well. And I placed a lot of mirrors just to make the space feel more spacious, and it is often used in gyms. We have a larger bathroom with a shower because we have a gym, but only a single shower. And then we have 2 smaller bathrooms in the entertainment area, just like a stall based. I would use the stalls from university, but they take up more space than just building like these 2x1s. And it has like 2 sinks and 2 bedrooms. And this one is green, I think. Yeah, this one has this green color scheme with dark doors which match the outside. And now we're just putting some seating on the balcony so you can actually enjoy the walkway. And I placed this garden box, but I'm gonna change it into smaller ones. This is we're doing just the landscape. I lined everything with bush, just because I feel like this is what they would do. It's like simple, but it lines the building, and it makes it feel more in line with the rest of the place. And on the outside I gave them a swing set just because there's 2 children and a toddler living here, so just for them to be entertained. And I kind of made a drive-in, but I didn't place any cars, unlike the caravan place. I feel like they might park on the street instead. Yeah, so here I added more planters. I feel like some residents would have a gardening hobby, and those on the patio, not the patio, on the kind of balcony corridor, those would be sheltered and would be good in all seasons. And we have like this small island of shrubbery and palm trees. Yeah. Just placing a few lights around. I used the same lanterns just to make it consistent. And we have some lights on the building as well to find the way to the apartments and the entertainment places. And just like the caravan park, I lined the fence with these cone trees. And we have a light at the entrance. So the landscaping here is much simpler than the one in Caravan Park. Here is the finished build. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!